Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Dizzy Course. In this video, I'm going to discuss about Google Shopping ads. Okay, so till now we have discussed about search network, then mobile app ads and video ads and all, right? So on Gmail also we have seen. So today it's completely about shopping advertisements. Okay, what exactly? Now I'll just show you the example over here. Assume that I'm just going to search for a keyword called laptops. Okay, can you see on top there are a few things? See laptops and the ADS text written over here. These are called as shopping ads. So these shopping ads can be done by an e-commerce websites who have some products to sell. Okay, so now whereas my website like dizzycourse.in is completely into service oriented, I'm providing some trainings over there. Okay, and whereas for that website, if you want to run a shopping advertisements, you cannot. Why? Because you don't have any product to sell over there. So that is what I'm telling you. So these shopping ads are used by an e-commerce website. Again, if you scroll down, you can see an ad over here. It is a search network ad. Okay, on Dell.com, and here I can show some headlines and descriptions and some extensions. Like this is like call extensions and cycling extension. And we have already seen how to create these kind of ads. So this is a different from a this. Okay, so this can be created by any kind of website. This type of ads can be created by a service oriented websites and blogging website, doesn't matters. Okay, whereas this type of ads can be created by only e-commerce websites, right? So search network ads can be created by a service oriented or any websites. The next, shopping ads. Shopping ads can be used by an e-commerce website only. Okay, so what I'm trying to say over here, yes, if it is an e-commerce website, it doesn't mean that you can use only shopping ads. You can use another networks like search network and display network. But whereas if it is a search network, see here, I search for run laptops. So which advertisement Google is showing me on top? So Google is showing me a product-based ads, a shopping ads it is showing me. So directly, blindly, if anyone who searches for this keyword will be clicking on these URLs. That's it, right? So they never click on this. Why? Because it is showing me some text and all. So here I can see directly image. So people will be attracted to a image content than text. So definitely people will be clicking on this. Then what is the point if you go with the text ads if it is an e-commerce site? No point. So that's the reason you can go with a e-commerce website. So that's the reason you can go with the shopping ads. Okay. So now you came to know what is meant by shopping ads and how exactly it appears. But what are the things required in order to do these shopping advertisements? First thing is to have an account in a Google Ads. The next, the next is that to have an account in a Google Merchant Center. Okay, so what is this Google Merchant Center? Before getting into this Google Merchant Center, so let me just give you clarity. So do you know about the account structure of a Google Ads? Yes, we know. So first thing is to creating an account in a Google Ads. The next we can create a campaigns. The next we will be creating some ad groups. The next inserting some keywords. Then finally ads, right? This is the account structure of a Google Ads: accounts, campaigns, ad groups, keywords, and ads. Here in the shopping advertisements, when we create ads, you gonna use this account, campaigns, and ad group label using this Google Ads interface. And whereas these keywords and ads can be used in a Google Merchant Center account. So why? Again, why? So before getting into this, I just want to give you clarity that how your Google shopping ads works is based on your product based on your product category. So normally our search network ads will appear based on the keyword. So the keyword you will be inserting. So from there, so whenever someone searches for your keyword, you will be showing the ad. So that is what how your search network works. Whereas, yes, of course, the ad of your shoppings. Yes, of course, your shopping ads will be appearing in SCRP. It doesn't mean that it will be working based on the keyword. It will be based on a product category. Okay, so product category, you will be inserting the product category. So under this category, whoever searches any product, your ad will appear for them. So those product category and product feed, I mean, product data, or you can call it as a product feed. All those product details I am going to use with the help of this Google Merchant Center account. So directly with the help of Google Ads interface, you cannot create a shopping advertisements. So you have to give a product data within the Merchant Center, not in the Google Ads. That's the reason we use this Merchant Center account. Okay. So now again, after creating this Merchant Center account, product feed, and you need to link to the Google Ads. Okay, so from there you can start creating the campaigns. So here, the only one thing I just want to tell you is campaigns and ad groups levels you will be creating in the Google Ads, and remaining levels you will be creating in the Merchant Center. Okay, so now let us dive into the Merchant Center. Search like this, Google Merchant Center. So this is the URL, click that. Next, get started. So choose your Gmail ID. Next, list your products for free on Google. So give your business name. So it can be anything. So select your business country. Okay, select your time zone. Then where do you want your customers to check out? So on a website or at my local store. So do you have any other tools? So if you have any tools like Shopify and PayPal, you can check this. Then updates, like if you want to get some tips and great information from this merchant center, you can just check this option. Then finally, I have agreed and then create an account. Okay, and now let us set up few things before getting started. So click this settings option, and here under tools, you have a shipping and returns. So you can just choose some shipping services. Okay, so give a name for your shipping. So anything you can go with. Okay, okay, select the service area where your service is available, and the country and currencies automatically it is chosen. Then order cutoff time. So order cutoff time is nothing but, let's say that you can disallow a people to purchase or to choose a product after some point of time. So let's say that now I'm just going to choose like 11 p.m. That means, so whoever purchases the product after 11 p.m. I'm not going to process that orders. Okay, so that is what you just need to choose, and choose the timing zone also, India. Then handling time. So guys, how much time it is taking for you, like, as a business owner, so as a business website, so how much time it is taking for you to transit the order. So let's say in just 1 to 2 days, 1 to 2 days. So you can go with the custom days. Then transit time, how much days it is taking to deliver the product to a customer. Okay, okay. Then advanced settings. minimum order value. That means it's a shipping guys, shipping price. Now let's say you will be facing these, let's say you might have faced this thing in many e-commerce websites. So if you order more than 4,000 rupees only, the shipping charges will not applicable. So if you order below 4,000 rupees for each and every product you purchase, the shipping charge will be applicable. So that is what you are going to mention here. So I'll go with the 500. Who order more than 500, I'm not going to apply any shipping charges. Okay. Okay, so now it's time to give a name for your shipping rate. So again, I'll just name it. So here it is giving me create a single rate for all orders. Now I can create a single shipping rate for all orders. If you want, you can categorize according to the weight, according to the order price also. Now let's say whoever purchased more than 1500 and I don't want to go with the shipping. Whoever purchased below 500, I would like to go with the shipping price. That is what you just need to categorize if you want, or else you can just go with the create a single rates for all kinds of product, all products. So fixed rate, it's like 100 rupees. That means for all products, I'm just going with 100 rupees as my shipping. So continue. Right. So save. That's it. So now I have done with the shipping prices. Okay. The next comes here. Give some business information. Okay. Your business name and then give address, then website URL. So you can give a contact number also, save it. Right. What is the next thing you have to do is adding a product. Product. So here you have a product option. So click that. Right. Here you have a two options, guys, individual product and multiple products. Okay. So now let me show you how to add a multiple products here. So click this product feed. The next choose your country of sale and choose your language. Then continue. Okay. So give a name for your feed. So it can be anything. So how well you can remember the name, just give it for your reference. So choose how to set up your feed. Like, now I have to give a product a feed, right? So I have to give the details regarding the product. All those product, how you can do that. So that is what here it is giving us options. So I am going to choose the complete product data using a Google Sheets. So if you have the Shopify website, you can just use this content API also. Allow. Right. So register a Google spreadsheet. So do you want to generate a new spreadsheet or you want to use an existing spreadsheet? So as of now, we don't have any existing spreadsheet, right? Let me go with a new one. So create a feed. So I just generated a Google spreadsheet now. So this is how the feed will appear. Can you see? Just now I have given a name for my feed. So did I give any product data? I just generated a spreadsheet. That's it. I didn't give any product data. So now you have to come here and open this Excel sheet. I mean Google Sheets. Right. So here it is giving you few information. Please refer to the following articles for help populating. So if you don't know about all these things, you can just refer these articles. Okay. So not required. I'm going to teach you what are these options. So let me delete this. Yeah. ID, title, description, link, condition, price, availability, image link, GT, and MPN. These are the product details I have to give, guys. Okay. So product ID, it can be anything like, ID of your product, guys. So in the WooCommerce, while creating an WooCommerce site, we have seen like, if you want, you can give some IDs for your product. So just for recognizing, it can be anything. Okay, let me go with okay, then title. So title means simply the name of your product. Title is equals to name of your product.
Ma'am, if you have any website, e-commerce website, can
Okay,
you?
let us open some
Uh,
e-commerce sites. Hmm. Okay, this is the e-commerce website. Let me take one of the product over here. Which product I can take? Let me go with this Dettol. Okay, so or let me go with some fragrance, deodorants. So hair care, let me go with the conditioners. That will be like a more attractive. So I'll go with conditioners. Yeah, I'll choose this product now. So what is the name of my product, guys? Tell me. This is my name of a product. Okay. So Avalon Keraker Moisturizing Conditioner. So you just copy the whole thing and come back to your Google spreadsheet and then insert your title. Hmm. Right. The next thing is description. So you just need to give a description about your product. So here I have a bit description about the product. Let me just copy it. And if you want, you can just write in few words. That's fine. Right. And then link. Link is equals to product link. Now here, when I search for a laptop, it was showing me some things, right? Laptops. So it was showing me some product details. So if I click this, where I'm redirecting to? So am I redirecting to the home page of that particular site or is the product page of that particular site?
Product page,
Uh-huh.
I think. Product page.
Page.
Yes, please.
product landing
So
page.
I'm redirecting to exact particular product page only. So that is what when someone click on your product, where you want them to redirect. So I just want them to redirect to a exact product page URL. So what is the product page? This is the product page URL. Copy the entire URL and come back, paste it. Then condition. So condition is like a whether it is a used product or new product, you have to mention. So it's a new product. Then price. So mention the price of this product. So it's 700. And then availability in stock or out of stock, you have to mention. So it is in stock. Then image link. So product link, that's fine. Okay. So here when someone searches for moisturizing creams or conditioners, so I have to show my product. So if you want to show the image, so definitely you should give some image link, right? So here they are showing some images. How they are showing the images? Only because they have inserted the image link here. Okay, so copy the image link and go back and paste. Next. So GTIN and MPN numbers are not required. Then brand. So you can just mention the name, the brand of this product. Okay, I don't know under which brand this comes. Okay,
Avalon.
let me go with Avalon. This is also a brand, right? Okay. And next is product category. This is the main thing, guys. Your complete shopping advertisements will work on this tab only, Google product category. Okay. So now I have to find out under which category this product belongs to. Okay. So that we can't generally decide it. So we just need to find out from a Google's perspective. So how Google is finding its category and what all the products it is going to choose, that we're gonna find out here. So in order to find out, you have a one Google Help Center, that is a search like this, Google product category taxonomy. So you need to search like this, then you'll find out a blog over here, Google product taxonomy. Yeah. So this is the complete the data it is giving you. Now Control F and search for your product. So it is a conditioner, right?
Mm.
Yeah. So guys, see conditioner. If I search for any word, I mean any phrase, it show you with a highlighted color. So now tell me under which category it is coming. Animals, pet supplies, pet grooming supplies. Okay. Okay, let me go with another thing. So here I have so here I have something. Health
To
and beauty, personal care, hair care, shampoo, conditioners. Health and beauty, personal care, hair care, shampoo, conditioners, and conditioners. Okay, fine. So this is fine, right? Can I go with this? Health, beauty, personal care, hair care, shampoo, and conditioners. Okay. So now I came to know that this conditioner comes under this category. First category, the main category is health and beauty. Under the subcategory, we have personal care. Then under that, we have hair care. Finally, shampoo. So what you have
five
to do is,
543616, no, madam.
yeah, no. 2441.
No, below action for like separate another conditional page is there, no?
Yeah, this is fine. Anyhow. Conditioner also fine. I'll go with this.
Okay.
You can go, no issues. I'll just go with the 2441. Copy the entire category and go back and then paste. Got it? So, in such a way, you have to find out the product category of your product. Next. So, in such a way, if you want, you can add a thousands of a products over here. That means whatever the product you want to show as an advertisement, you can insert all the products over here. So let me add a one more product. So this time I'll go with a different. So how about skincare? Let me go with body lotion. So now guys, tell me what is meant by title? Title means
The product name.
the product name. So take your product name and then description.
Product description.
The product description. Next, link. Link means what link I have to give?
Product link.
The URL link.
Product. The product link. Next, condition, whether
New.
it is a new or
Or
used.
old. Yeah, new.
Okay, so price, mention the price. Next, availability.
In stock.
Next, image link. Next, brand. Okay, let me see the brand here.
Clinic clear.
Clinic Clear Whitening Body Care. I don't know the brand. Okay, I'll go with something like. So now let's say you are selling some shoes. So for that shoes also you'll be having some brands, right? Like Adidas, Puma, Nike kind of thing. So that is what simply the brand. Next is product category. So guys, tell me now how I have to find out the product category. Body lotion. Nothing is there for body lotions, huh? He So I have a personal care, cosmetics, bath and body bar. So body wash. So how I can search body whitening body care lotion. Mhm.
You can search for body care, madam.
It is not showing for body care. Mhm.
You type only lotion, madam.
Lotion. Okay, fine. Oh, many things are highlighted here for lotions. Conductivity gels. Here I got finally healthcare, beauty, personal care, cosmetics, skincare, lotion, and moisturizer. Is it fine? I'll go with that. Hmm, that is. I'll go with this. So 2592. Copy the entire product category and then paste. That's it. So now just save it. Yeah. So in such a way, you can list out whatever the products you want to show as an advertiser. So now, did you guys understand? Right. Okay, so now I have done with the product fit. This is how you can enter the product fit. The next thing is you have to connect your Google Ads to Google Merchant Center. Okay, connecting. Let's see how we can connect. Click this settings option. So here you can see linked accounts. Go there. Okay. Google Ads customer ID. So did I link any Google Ads account here? Not it. So now you have to link. Let me go and link. Copy it. Copy your ID. Google Ads customer ID. Copy it. Go back and click this link account and mention your ID. Okay. Then send link request. Right. So now let's go back. Where is this? Details. Let me refresh. So can you see my merchant center ID? So is this my merchant center ID or not? 295581.
Yes.
Yes. So now click this view details and approve the request. Right? So in such a way, you have to connect your website. Sorry, you have to connect your merchant center. The next thing, what you have to do is go to your Google Ads interface. Now let us start creating a campaign. So first what we have done with the ads, right? Initially. So now it's time to create a campaign. So create campaign without a goal guidance. So now which campaign type I have to choose?
Shopping.
Shop. So can you see to advertise the products on your website, select merchant center. So it is automatically selecting the merchant center. Why? Because we have already linked up. So if I don't have an account, so can I do these shopping advertisements? Is it possible? No. No. So select the country where your product sold. The next smart shopping campaign and standard shopping campaign. Which one I have to choose?
What is
Standard
it?
shopping campaign.
Standard shopping. So if you choose a smart shopping campaign, everything is automated one. So here you can choose the ad groups and campaigns manually. Okay, so give the name. Okay, so then here bidding. What is a bidding type? Whereas for search network, guys, we have seen like CPC, manual CPC, and max CPC.
Here most
Whereas
probably
for
CPA.
shopping ads also. So initially you have to select this CPC. Okay, it can be anything CPC or a manual CPC or maximum CPC. You can choose anything. Okay, right. So later on, after running ads for a few days, you can just change it to CPA also, cost per conversations. I'll go with maximize clicks now. So bidding, how much you want to spend per click. Average you want to spend each day. So campaign priority is nothing but so for
That,
this campaign, how much the priority you're giving? So the high
that,
or medium or
that means
low?
someone sorry to interrupt. Like if someone clicks on the that shopping ad link, 100 rupees will be deducted.
100 rupees will be deducted. So why? Because I have chosen it as a max CPC. When someone click on my ad, so 100 rupees is going to deduct. Whereas search network also the same, right? When someone click on your ad.
Okay.